What's going on, my favorite friends, my favorite people in the whole wide world, young adults? We meet again in our favorite corner, and we're going to deal with another hot topic. And this is truly a hot topic. Why wait till marriage? Why wait? Why not have sex before marriage? And this particular episode is going to answer that question. I know that a lot of times in church we never fully explain things, and it gets passed down as tradition. And people say, hey, have a drink. And somebody says, my church don't drink. No. You got to understand why you yourself must not drink. Not the church. It's not the church that's been offered a drink. So here is an opportunity for you to look at this hot topic. Why wait till marriage? Why that makes sense? Why that makes sense? Let me tell you, nobody puts this more succinctly. In all my years of ministry, I have never met a more perfect answer than this. We've been all over Asia with my buddy, Pastor Dan Smith. We've been to Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, the Philippines. We've baptized literally thousands of people together. And I want to thank God for Pastor Dan Smith. He was speaking in an auditorium full of young adults at a university setting, and he brought up this topic. He broke it down so well. I couldn't keep up writing. I said to myself, I gotta interview him after this service, and I want to make sure that all of my favorite young people get to hear this material. This is top notch. This is top notch, and it will help you to understand why wait till marriage. Here we go.
And you know what? I have been so mightily blessed listening to you night after night as you spoke to young people. I usually take very good notes, but there's some great points that you used at the last meeting when you ended up talking about marital relationships and preparation for a great marriage. I just want you to reiterate those key points if you can.
My list?
Yes, sir.
Gradually I've accumulated this list. I can't even tell you where they all came from. I have them now. These are the reasons I give young people in every Bible study, and I give publicly, why I think God makes sense when he says, wait until marriage. And so people, they follow it, but they don't know the reason. I want to always give reason. The Bible says, God, come let us reason together. Isaiah 1:18. Love God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. That's my idea. So my list starts with number 1/3 more divorces from people who sleep together before marriage. 1/3 less sexual happiness. So you may make it, but you won't be as happy because you've already used up some of that newness of that experience. Number 3, of course, you minimize the chance of some disease. Now we have medication for the disease. You can get well, but it's not much fun to get a sexually transmitted disease from somebody. Number 4 is there's no chance to have a baby when you're not ready. And now we all have stories. We have a story in our high school. The number 1 athlete dated the other athlete, girl, got together, now's a baby. This one planning to go to medical school, this one planning things, all destroyed. There's a baby now. When they have a basketball game, one of them has to hold the baby. They never got married. It never happened. You see. So most of the time, people don't get married. So that's one of mine. Almost nobody marries the person that they first sleep with. Okay? Very small percent. And so people think, well, I'm going to marry them anyway. We're just a little bit ahead, no problem. But as soon as they go over that line, the guy loses interest. He got what he wanted, and the relationship breaks up. So I think it's a bad idea. One I didn't give the other night is one I use. If a person is willing to sleep with you before marriage, they are more likely to be willing to cheat on you after marriage. Because they know how to do this. They know how to break a rule. They are willing to violate God's laws because they already knocked down the fence once before. They know how to make love to a stranger or a person not committed yet. And I can give you chapter and verse. It's true stories. Slept together before marriage, thought they were okay, and pretty soon he was with students and other bad things. Very bad. Another one I didn't give the other night. If you sleep with somebody young, let's say at school, and then years later you go to alumni meeting, here they are, as I've done. I went to high school in Singapore. I dated a girl. And then I go to the reunion 25 years later. I'm not ashamed. I have nothing in the back of my mind that I cheated her. I didn't cheat her husband. I cheated nobody because I was pure in what we did. And then I use comparing. If you sleep with one or more people before marriage, then you marry someone else. Now there are multiple experiences in your mind. That person, you know what they were like naked, you know what they were like sexually, and now you have this one. And you may be faithful, but there's this other experiences in your mind. Is it survivable? Yes, it is. It's one more reason not to do it. The biggest reason that I think, added to the mix is the idea of mystery.
That mystery.
So let's talk about mystery.
I really like that.
Now, I didn't, because we were busy and my voice was a struggle, I didn't bring in the God part. So here, let me give you the God part real quick. God does not show us his face. He hides. How many times have I begged God, show me something, let me see something, hear something, feel something? God doesn't do it. He makes us rely on the story of the Bible, Holy Spirit whispering, but no face to face. And God uses the lure of the desire we all want to see God. And he says, you check me out, read the Bible, talk to other people, you study me out. If you decide that I am the one you want to be with for 1,000 years, and you promise to be faithful to me, then I will bring you to my house, and I will show you everything. Right? Same with sexuality. God uses the lure of sexuality to draw us to him. One writer calls it the flywheel. Sexuality is the flywheel. It gets things started. Somehow you look at that person and she has hair, she's a woman, she's like you but different from you. And there's something that says, I want to know you. It's that sexuality, hard to define, and says, let me know your name. And the reason we do the talking is that someday I'm hoping we will have a relationship and this other levels will be part of it. If you give up the mystery too quick, it stunts the development of the mental and the soul-to-soul, heart-to-heart, mind-to-mind relationship. Even these co-ed dorms in some of these universities, pretty soon the sexuality stops or cuts way down because they find out you break up as soon as you give in. They search, they have this search, this conquest. As soon as you give in to the conquest, nothing more to look forward to. You got what you wanted, and all the other relationship goes away, and they go away to someone else, and they break up. So gradually, girls learn. Don't give it away. Make them talk to you. Learn to talk. What are you thinking? What do you believe? May experience good and bad. Go out there, run out of gas, have some problems. See how they relate. See how they relate to your family, to your parents, to your mother. And when you have developed a relationship at all levels and say, I like you. I think I'd like to spend life with you. And you are willing to stand up in front of a preacher and make promises and sign on a license. I will be with you forever. Now you take away the mystery and say, let me see all of me. If you give the mystery away too quick, the relationship building on the other levels dies. And people stop. And I can tell you, people, I watch them. They're touching all the time. They're giggling. No substance. No mature relationship. And I said, you're cheating yourself in front of me. And I know it feels electric, and it feels good to cuddle, and it feels good to touch. Me too. I'm just as human as anyone else. But I understand the power And I've been telling kids all over. Now, I do say this, Pastor Micah. If you've already given away the mystery and you regret something in the past, go get it back. Even if it's the same person, say, okay, no more. And you can, they call it revirginization. You can recover as much of that mystery as possible, and it will go into the past. And I say to people, no more sleeping together, no more clothes off, no more fondling, just talking. And you know this person loves you for your mind and your heart and your soul. Then give away the mystery. That was my speech.
Thank you, Doc.
For the glory of God.
Man, thank you. Thank you.
All right, my friend.
Thank you. I'm saying this on behalf of so many people that will watch this video. Thanks again.
So there you have it, my friends. It doesn't get any more plain than that. It doesn't get plainer than that. It doesn't come any more succinct than that. I want to say thank you again. I want to say thank you again to Pastor Dan for this invaluable information. And we're going to meet again in our favorite corner with you, my favorite young adults. And it will be another hot topic. Until then, keep the faith.